Hi, yes, this is me making a video. I've been away for a while, haven't I? Haven't been making many videos. But I have not stopped making videos. It's just been a period of 3 weeks for Jews everywhere. It's called 3 weeks and the 9 days, and yesterday was the 9th of Av. And on the 9th of Av, the temples were destroyed, so, and lots of other bad stuff. So it's a general sort of sad, horrible day. And I am not brilliant at keeping 3 weeks and the 9 days very well. You know, the restrictions that there are and stuff, which you will see in when I start telling you the thick cool things I've been doing. But I always keep it in mind that that's the period of time, and I feel bad for the people that died, obviously, and all the other bad stuff. But yeah, so I've been doing cool stuff. I've seen the new Batman film. I hope you have as well. It wasn't my favourite, but I liked it. It was good. It was very dark. It was very, you know, a big struggle for them. You know, everything was a struggle. It wasn't one of those hero films where you're pleased the whole way through. And it only turned somewhere near the end. Had some good messages, and it wasn't lazy. You know, sometimes I think when they make a franchise of films, they start getting quite lazy, but it wasn't. But I just think you're never going to match the iconic middle film with Heath Ledger and everything. You're just never going to match that. But yeah, it was good. The only complaint I have for it, and I'm not a massive comic fan, I just like, you know, fantasy and that sort of film. I love superhero stuff and sci-fi and all that type of stuff. So that's the type of thing that looks really good on a big screen. But the only complaint I have is that I couldn't, because of Bane's funny accent and his mask, I had to keep asking Gilles what he said. So every time I was going, what does he say? What does he say? And he was really nice, and he told me what he was saying some of the time when I couldn't catch it. And he was a very scary character. It's good that they didn't just make him this big thug, like, oh, ooh, ah. It wasn't like that. I like that the modern Batman films aren't like that. Anyway, enough about that. When we went to see it, there was a trailer, a couple of trailers for a couple of other films I'd like to see, and they're redoing Total Recall, and I think I'd like to see that too, and hopefully Colin Farrell won't ruin it, and because I'm not a massive Colin Farrell fan, I'm afraid. I know a lot of ladies are. And there was the new Superman trailed, and I've looked him up, and he's really, like, I can't believe I've never noticed that actor before. He's brilliant. Well, he seems brilliant, quite like hot as well, but very serious. When you see him interviewed, he doesn't know how to deal with the Americans making all those funny jokes, like, and it's kind of nice to see someone who doesn't really know how to deal with people being weird like that, because I don't think I would be able to either. And a lot of the time, believe it or not, because I know I can come across very silly, but I can come across very serious too, because sometimes certain types of interviewers say things that you just don't know how to respond to. You've got no idea what they're talking about. Anyway, I'm going off on some kind of weird tangent. I've taken up swimming again. I've been 3 times. I'm basically doing a minimum of 20 laps, lengths, and I'm just doing it's gonna get worse, breaststroke, because if you do crawl, water splashes all in your ears. You know when you turn sideways to do it, the water all goes in your ears. And I know you can get earplugs and goggles and stuff, and maybe when I keep going enough I will get water earplugs, and I'll give it a go. I think I really should. And I've got goggles already. I just need to see if I can manage without and then take them. I've been wearing waterproof mascara by 17 because I like the curling Wild Curls one, and the one in the waterproof is 100% waterproof. It's really good. But of course, any waterproof mascara, the effects are not as good. What else we have? I tried out Netflix because I know I've told everybody a million times, and some people don't agree and some people do agree. But I stopped doing Love Film because they kept sending me scratch discs, and they didn't give a damn. They didn't replace the discs unless you emailed them as well to say, hey, you know, this was a scratch disc, so send me the film again. Couldn't watch it. Anyway, when I first went on it, I thought I had like typed in Jared Leto, my favourite actor, and there was like one or two films, one film. And that's just not good. On Love Film, you type in an actor, you get a whole load of films. I tried it with some other actors and it's the same thing. And it's really hard to find things. And when you say you like something or you've seen it, it's still on the list. And when you say you're not interested, it still comes up sometimes. And they say, oh, we think you'll like this. And there's a lot of shit films on there. And, well, I say a lot. There's about 10 films. They keep coming around, the same thing. It says, you should watch this, Yeah. It'll have like different categories, and the same film will be in different categories again and again. And it's quite frustrating in that way. And in a way, the way you watch it is different to Love Film. Because then basically you're just going, oh, what the hell, I'll just play that one. Just have a random film. And half the time it's pile of shit. Saw a couple that were quite good, and don't ask me what they are because I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm not very organised there. I thought maybe I should write a list of what I needed to say, and then I thought, well, that's too much work. I can't be bothered trying to plan what I'm going to say. I'm just going to say stuff, and that's what I always used to do. So, and then every now and again I do a slightly more planned one. So, yeah. I know some of you think I'm a bit weird. That's fine. I want to do. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you what to do. Yeah, okay, well, I want to do one a little bit more about Asperger's, because I think a lot of people don't realise they'll associate certain things. They'll associate with certain things about me, and they'll just say, well, that's just normal or whatever. And I'm not trying to say I'm normal or not normal. I'm not trying to say any of that. I'm just saying I think some people don't realise the things that often confuse us, or that we don't catch on to. And if there's too many of those in a row, then it gets you down. And it's really silly. I don't know how to explain it, but I will do a video about that. I'm not going to do it now because it's not going to make any sense if I just say a random thing. But anyway, it gets easier the older you get because you've heard more phrases, you know what things mean, you just translate it in your head, and you just have to concentrate and think of what someone's actual meaning is and look for all the clues and everything and analyse everything. If you analyse everything, then you can generally get the gist of everything. And if you don't, it's not the end of the world. It's just, unfortunately, I have a really good memory for stuff like that, and I'll never forget the embarrassment of it and stuff. Anyway, whoa, negative. I got some. I've had some problems at work. There's been some changes and things, and that may have contributed to a period where I didn't want to make a video. And the thing is, I really want to talk to you about those things, and I know you want to hear about them, but a friend of mine got the sack. Sorry, my computer's turning itself off. A friend of mine got the sack because they were talking about their work, and they didn't even mention where they worked, and their work owed them loads of money, and they got the sack. And it scared me because someone mentioned that I shouldn't really talk about work, and I thought, I'm not hardly saying anything, but really, yeah, I am, and I shouldn't, and I could get the sack. So although I want to complain about work and I want to mention things that have happened, or you know, things that are vexing me, this was the whole idea of making these videos, somebody to talk to about these things. I can't, and I just have to try and think, just whatever happens, deal with it, and whatever, just carry on. Some of the things I was worried about have been resolved now anyway, so no worries. Yeah, sorry, that's a work thing as well. Oh, I got pink crackle on, and I put it over white because it shows up best over white. Oh, we've been playing Lego Batman 2. Is that new? I think that's new. We've been playing Lego Batman 2. And I need to make a video about that separately, I think, don't I? Like a review. I need to think about it and make a proper review. It's been fun, yeah, it's been alright. It's fun flying because there's Superman in it and all the, you know, load of other heroes. It's not really just Batman, it's a load of other heroes as well. And my family, I've seen my family, I've seen my brother, my half brother and half sister, the younger ones, and it was wonderful. Went to York and been treated by their mum, and I'm going to visit them again, all being well, in August, which will be a big trip for me. It's going to be like 8 hours travelling. There was a big stress about that as well, but it's sorted now, apart from the fact that I still have to do it. So fingers crossed. I mean, I don't know I've never been there before. Don't know what their house is like. It's going to be weird living under someone else's roof and their rules and stuff, and trying not to annoy my family and not to freak out like I did the other day when my boyfriend changed. It's really embarrassing. My boyfriend changed. I've got the TV. He changed the TV. Right, the TV. I've got settings. I'm user 1, and I've got all the settings set up for user 1. How I like the colour and the contrast and everything on that. There's loads of different settings, and there's a user 2. And I was painting my friend's nails, and he starts changing it around, and it's really embarrassing because it was in front of my friend. I got really upset. I started crying and shouting and wailing. He didn't care. He just carried on, and I thought I don't know what I thought. I just thought it'll be lost, and watching TV every day will be wrong, and I'll be annoyed by it every day, and I don't know. I just thought he was doing it deliberately to hurt me and to make me nervous when I was already nervous about other things, and I was trying to concentrate on my friend. And I've always been user 1 since he got it. It's like all these things always seems like silly when you look back at it, because I was bawling and my hair needs washing. I'm gonna go swimming, I reckon. I forgot to tell you, I also did a car boot sale, which was loads of fun with my friend, and I made £60. Well, I took £60, and I bought this dressing gown, and my watch stopped. I'm having to use this watch, and I bought a second-hand watch at the car boot sale. It's Oasis. It's an Oasis watch, and it works. So I'll show you that like next time, and I'll show you some of the makeup that I got. But unfortunately, I don't think I'll be going to the makeup convention this year. And I can't say why or who's to blame, if there really even Is anyone to blame? But what I mean is I won't be able to show you all the tons of makeup or whatever that's coming out. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the new Red Dwarf coming out. Fingers crossed it will be funny. That's the most important thing to me, is that it's funny, not the effects. Please get the script funny. And if it's not, I'll be annoyed, because everybody knows I like that. Right. I've been seeing a lot of Claire, and Claire plays games with me, and she had this game called Nostalgia, and it was quite funny because one of the questions, the answer was The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I wonder if I got that right. Yes, I did. Okay. So of course now it is the Olympics. It is in London. I am not going to London. I mean, as far as I know, a lot of you don't live in England. So as far as that it's in England, yeah, I live near, but I'm northern and that's down south. So, and I can't afford to travel anywhere really. I'm not paying for my trip down south. They are, so. Yeah, I won't be going to the Olympics. I won't be watching all of it either. I like to watch gymnastics. I've always liked to watch the springy girls on the floor and on the vault and all those. Go Britain. As for what's been going on the internet with the 50 Shades of Grey thing, I refuse to find out what it is, read it, because I'm sick of hearing about it in every single shop I go in, people talking about it on the internet, everybody going on about it, and basically it's word of mouth, and then they've gone, oh, I want to know, I want to read that and stuff. And why? I mean, I think I stumbled upon the first few chapters when I was into Twilight a lot, and I was just looking at forums or whatever. I think I found it there, and I thought, what the hell's this got to do with Twilight, really? Nothing. And I couldn't get into it, and I wasn't interested in the characters, and I do not want to read it. And if I wanted to see porn, I would watch a porno online for free. I would not read a book about it, because quite frankly it's not sci-fi and it's not funny. But yeah, because I didn't even finish reading the Twilight books. I just, it was such a slog. Lost my interest, I'm afraid, which is a shame, because a lot of lovely people bought me some of those, and it's when someone gives you something and they've written in it, it's hard to give it away, because it's kind of rude in a way. So make sure if you write in a book for somebody that either it's one they want to keep forever, or that you write it in one of those pages at the front that they can rip out and keep. And I keep knocking. We're on the bed. Oh, anyway, I really am going now. I'm really sweaty. It's really hot. Okay, bye.